running for politics is going to be really bad. And that's why I believe it was bad for Donald Trump, even though I thought it was great for America. For him personally, if you look at, bro, they're literally attacking the sun.
Oh my gracious.
What type of life is that? Like, that's a crazy lifestyle.
Trump practically risked it all. He wasn't making any money when he was in office. He actually didn't even take an income when he was in office. And you can look at how everybody, even his old friends, old business partners, old everyone, are going at him and have been going at him for a really long time simply because he's running for the wrong side. And I guess
your whole life,
to their interest.
his whole life changed basically, right? He was the most beloved. He was he was everywhere. He was on. Speaking of the WWE, he was literally headlining WrestleMania.
Was
and like he was on the Oprah show. I saw a clip of the Morning Joe that all of a sudden now they hate him. He called into their show. That was an amazing time they had from the phone call I heard. The View used to love him. Everybody loved him, right? So, but once you get involved in politics and policy making, lawmaking, influencing what the next 10 to 5 years looks like for Washington, D.C., you're going to make a lot of people unhappy if you're not following their tradition. And that's what I think. That's why I'm one of those believers that I believe that our government is legitimately tyrannical. And I think that everybody plays a role, Republicans and Democrats, being that uniparty system that has been controlling. And I think that it's all, coming from money, right? It all comes from, I believe that the military industrial complex has the most influence in America and in the world. And, that's why running for politics is going to be really bad. And that's why I believe it was bad for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Even though I thought it was great for America, for him personally, if you look at, bro, they're literally attacking his son, right? His youngest son,
It's
Barron
been a
Trump.
disaster.
Yeah, they're going after Barron Trump. He just turned like 18 years old. What is he? 18? Now they're going after him. Like, they're saying that, hey, he's gonna be the worst one. We should watch out for him.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
gracious.
what type of life is that? Like, that's a crazy lifestyle to live where your whole family is always under duress. So
we have been teaching people how to grow online. It's been absolutely amazing. We have 3 people who have been able to reach monetization in less than 30 days. Growing YouTube channels, some from 0 people. We have one guy who had 2 subscribers before he started working with me. He started helping him. His views went up 4.8 million%. We're super excited. If anybody ever want to grow on YouTube, you reach out to me with the word coach.
Trying to delegitimize. That's the whole point. Delegitimize that way that they're basically trying to shame you off of the platform. So whatever you say, no one will believe.
No, I agree.
It comes right out of Saul Alinsky's book, Rules for Radicals. Is whatever policies that you in place, well, press them and make him do it perfect every single time. And if they don't, then that's a way to delegitimize him. Is then you just blow it up and say, oh, look, he can't even follow his own policies. Oh, look, he said he would build the wall and make the other people pay for it, but they can't. It's all character assassination because they can't get him on the policies because his policies work.
Yeah, it is literally, I think that's the perfect analysis for that, is character assassination, right? Like I said, if I was to run for Congress and running against someone that the machine backs most of the time, which is a left-leaning progressive or socialist or whatever, the character assassination starts from that moment you run against that person. So when Donald Trump ran for president, a lot of people thought at first it was just a joke, but then the media started to pick up their attacks because they started seeing that, hey, this guy's like picking up traction, and there's like people that like what he's saying, and that's where the character assassination came. Like, I just finished speaking to yesterday a 82-year-old that's very cognitive, by the way, same age I believe as Joe Biden.
Yeah,
and he was a Vietnam veteran. I think he's Trinidadian, got the accent and everything, talking to him, and then out of nowhere, me, we start talking about politics, and I'm listening to him, and I'm like, this guy is legit. He sounds like CNN because that's all he watches, right? He's like 82 years old. He's literally CNN. That's, you have some people that are Fox News brain. This guy has total CNN brain.
Wow.
But you notice the conditioning. And when he starts talking about Trump, this dude almost had a mental breakdown. I had to stop talking to him because I'm like, this is not going well. He's 82 years old. I don't want to be the reason this guy dies right now. Because Trump is about to give him a heart attack, and I'm good on this. I don't want to be the guy. And not like that, I'm gonna be everywhere. Like, oh, the 82-year-old dies because Trump derangement syndrome. Um, but yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is character assassination, which I believe at this point we all can see that Ben Shapiro is also a part of a machine, some type
Most
of machine,
certainly. Most
right?
certainly.
So these machines exist on both sides, and it's all literally influence. And I think everybody will always have to pick a side. Nobody can really be in the middle nowadays because then you'll be considered some type of enemy of somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I've been
That's why
trying.
I believe, but the Ben Shapiro stuff is
Yeah.
it has to do more with Candace, and it has to do more with her exit. It has to do more with his actual grace and what he actually
Yeah.
says. Does he actually believe in it? This is somebody that supported the C-19 vax. This is somebody that has been Trump deranged. He didn't support Trump. He supported DeSantis. All of a sudden now he's supporting Trump because of Israel. So his policies and what he cares about is more not really America, it's more Israel, or is more something else other than the American people, which is what I think mostly all conservative commentators are. They're all sellouts to something, and so are liberals, right? So that's just what I believe. That's why I will call Ben a sellout because he sells out to the Daily Wire. The Daily Wire is prominent media. I mean, they make a lot of money,
Yeah.
so they don't really
Great.
believe in freedom of speech because if they did, they would allow someone who is and he calls himself a free speech absolutist. I don't know if he actually believes that.
Wow.
You know.
Bro, you came in here and lit this joint on fire, bro.
Wow.
Yes, sir. And you're right. I just now saw a video the other day of Trump actually putting a wrestling move on somebody. I'm talking about slammed him
Yeah, on
and
Vince
hit him in the
McMahon.
back of the head with a chair. I said, wait a minute, is that Trump? Is this AI? Like, this got to be AI. That's not Trump, is it?
No, that was Trump. That was him WrestleMania. I forgot what WrestleMania was, but that's kind of like one of the first times I seen Trump. And then but once I think I've told you that like 2 years ago when I told you like how, but as years go on, people, whatever you hear about him comes from the media. Then what
Yeah.
was coming out at that time was nothing positive. But now, 360 has been made, I believe, in my life, and I believe in a lot of people's lives because we got to see like, hey, that's not true. He didn't actually say this. He didn't actually say that.